What's up, guys? Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. My name is Wilson Weber, and I'm here to present my elite catching and hitting development virtual program I'm going to offer anywhere. Throughout this video, I'm basically going to give you just information on what all it's going to look like, what to expect, how it works, and all the information to answer all your questions. Introduction. First off, just want to start with a little background on me. My name is Wilson Weber. Like I said, I'm a four-year catcher at Oregon State. Just recently graduated from there, and now I'm playing professional baseball with the Miami Marlins. So I've been around the block, played a lot of baseball, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and I got a lot of knowledge in my brain now. So first, just worked with so many different athletes where I've seen so many different type of things. I've been everywhere: Cape Cod, Oregon State. Now in professional baseball, so I've seen a lot. And so I developed this passion recently to kind of help speed up the player development for younger athletes and offer it anywhere. So I wanted to build this virtual platform to be able to create better access to individualized training for young athletes, to where make it easily accessible anywhere and not have to be in person, which is hard to manage. And so I want to build something that you can do at your own house, your own garage, your own facilities. So why virtual training? First thing that comes to mind for me is just the lack of elite hitting and catching instructions in the Northwest. That's just hard to access, especially since you might have to travel an hour or two to reach it, and then that also just adds up with trying to do school and other sports. So I want to make something accessible to do anywhere, anytime. Doesn't even specifically have to be the Northwest, but that's kind of where my goal and vision has sprouted from. And so I kind of want to provide one-on-one attention and custom development plans virtual, to where it's just easy to access for anybody and it's super easy to pick and choose whenever you do it. I want to build something that I wish I had in high school that would help me speed up my process, to where I had to do a lot of development early at Oregon State, to where I didn't get to play early as much, to where I want to build something to where someone like me, if they find this program even in 7th, 8th grade, freshman year, to where they can start developing the tools, the discipline, and everything it takes to become a high-level Division I athlete. I want to help speed that process up and make it access to anybody, anywhere. So I'll basically just be giving constructive feedback and help developing confidence and knowing that the truth is coming from somebody of value that you can trust and know that it's gonna be accurate. So what's my vision? What's my goal? Basically, I want to bridge the gap for young athletes and basically build some structure and accountability and instill that into them. You'll learn once you get to school, whether that's a high D1 or a JUCO, there's going to be structure. There's going to be a process that you got to change and get used to, those good habits that you'll develop there. My goal is to basically help start those process earlier, to where once you get there, it'll be an easier transfer to get in rhythm with them, but then also help you get there is another goal, to where this will help you reach those schools and get to play longer and extend your career. Next, I'm just going to I want to build true development systems and not just throwing together random drills for random people. Everybody needs something different, to where I'm going to watch video online and send stuff that is custom to you, that'll fix the problems that you want to fix, keep strengths, but then also take those weaknesses and create those into your own strengths. So this is basically going to be this program. My goal, my vision is going to be designed for serious baseball players that want to play college baseball or want to just play at a good high school too, to where I'm not building this for anybody. It's for people that are truly serious about developing as a player, not just on the field, but also off the field. It'll help with anything like that. And so doesn't really depend on the age necessarily. It's just a matter of if you're willing to commit, this is going to be for you. So I've touched on it a little bit, but what the program is, like the overview. So basically, it's going to be a 12-week commitment focused on steady progress. So basically, you'll be signing up for a 12-week virtual training goal that includes catching, includes hitting, includes catching mobility. So catching drills, hitting drills, catching mobility, and then also can build a strength program if that's something you want. So it's all included in the plan. And it's all going to be custom to you. It's all going to be different, similar to some athletes, but we'll tailor it to specifically you and customize it for you. So it's going to be written out workouts and drills. Some days you might have a lift and some mobility. Some days you might have catching and hitting drills, but that'll be kind of tailored to what season you're in, how much time you have, And so we'll work off that with you, but basically it could be 3 days of lift a week. It could be 2 days of catching, 2 days of hitting a week with 3 days of mobility in there. It could be a lot less, could be more. So it'll be tailored to you, what exactly you want and what you have time for. So like I said, personally tailored, customized to each person, what exactly you want, what facilities you have access to. It'll be basically pretty flexible with anybody can use it, and it'll be built to you. Basically, Team Builders, you see the little process. That's the software that I'm going to be using to program all this for you. So we'll have access to videos and all that, to where it'll be super simple and easy to follow along. It shouldn't be too confusing and pretty straightforward. I touched on it a lot with the past slide. So basically the weekly schedule, it'll depend 2 to 4 focus days of training each week. It's not going to be super heavy to where you're going to think you have to be 5, 6 days a week. If you want to spread things out and do certain things on certain days, you could end up doing something for 6 days out of the week, but it'll be totally customized to you personally, to where you don't have to feel like you have to do something if it's not working. Just talk, we'll send me a message, we'll go back in, we'll change it, fix it out to where it'll be perfectly tailored to you and be easy to manage it. So it'll be custom hitting and catching drills with an emphasis on skill development. We'll find out your strengths, your weaknesses, and then we'll go build something to help keep those strengths, but then also develop those weaknesses and make big jumps there in the 12 weeks. So it'll be video feedback with voiceovers. So basically you'll send me videos throughout the week. I'll look at them, and then we'll basically have a goal and have some feels for you to kind of go through as you do the drills the next weeks, to focus on making those changes we need to do. And that's how we'll go back and forth of, I'll send you videos kind of over your own videos and tell you what you're doing when and how to fix them. So it'll be pretty simple. Also, there'll be optional monthly check-ins, whether that's phone call, Zoom, kind of tailored to each kid. If you guys want to do that, that's something we'll hop on for 30 minutes to just kind of see where we're at, what we want to do more of, less of, and something like that. So, what exactly do you plan to gain? So, basically, just looking over at the photo, I love to use that image of the toolbox. Just basically having your own personal baseball toolbox, to where you want to put as many tools as that thing as you can fit, to where you can pull them out and have a lot of different tools, a lot of different strengths to use when you need them. Only, you don't always have to be using only one, but it's nice to have them and use them when you need them, basically. So basically, you'll be gaining discipline, consistency, and work ethic. So a lot of those things you'll not necessarily tie exactly to training, but that's my goal of creating those good habits, those good routines that help instill that into you, that'll help develop you not only as a baseball player, but also as a person too, just to create that consistency and that routine. And so you'll also obviously improve physical skills in the baseball IQ, just learning how your body moves, learning what works for you, what doesn't, rather than just going in each day and just taking swings and saying you took your 50 swings a day and you're good. You're going to go in there, maybe take less swings, but have high intent, high focus with each swing, rather than just go in there and take high reps. And so you'll come to understand what exactly it takes to reach the D1 levels, that consistency, that everyday work, to where if this is too much for you, just 2 or 3 days a week in high school, it's probably you don't want to play Division I baseball if you don't even like doing 2 days a week of your sport, because it takes, once you get to that level, it's 6 days a week, basically almost a full year. And so you'll come to learn if that's really something you want to do, and you'll learn to love the game as I did, in my opinion. Basically, and then just getting a jump on the competition through structure and accountability. You'll have access to me, kind of my brain, my knowledge a little bit, sending video back and forth. So you'll learn how to develop yourself and learn your body. And this will also help just that with that structure and accountability, knowing that it's coming from somebody that knows what they're talking about. And so you'll have full trust in sticking to the routine and the plans, and seeing big gains in a couple weeks. So the process. So basically, like I said earlier, it's a 12-week process, 12-week subscription, basically. And so it's going to take time. This is a 12-week journey. It's not a sprint. It's going to be a marathon. 12 weeks is a long time. You're not going to see big gains in the first 4, 5, 6, 7 days. It's going to take a couple weeks to see some things. Building that structure is going to help get you in that routine to where it feels nice, feels easy. But then also we'll have those high intent, high focus each and every day in and out, which might even be 2 or 3 days per you, but 2 or 3 adds up, especially after 12 weeks. So commitment is the key. It's the big first step. So we're just focusing on building those habits and those routines to that'll stick long term, but then you're also using the elite side of coaching as along with that, because it'll be hands on, not hands on, but like video hands on, basically, to where you'll send me video and I'll analyze it for you and go back and talk you through what to fix next time. I love this image of the hourglass. It just kind of is a picture to see. Basically, you can kind of see it as your baseball career. It's only going to last so long, so you got to find ways to slow down that sand falling out to where you can extend that career. Whether that's 10 years in the big leagues, or that's 4 years at a college, 2 years at like a JUCO, 2 years at a big D1. Whether it's 4 years. Everybody's career is different, but just maxing it out. And if you truly love the game, you're going to want to play as long as you can, play in some cool spots, some cool environment. And so basically starting this process now will really help you set those stones and slow the sand down your hourglass to where you'll have a lot more time in this game. So now we're going to talk about the application side of things. There's going to be limited spots, especially since it's going to be hands-on, customized to everybody. So I'm not going to take on 50 athletes and I'll start it all at once, to where I'll periodically add athletes and max it out to where everyone's going to be getting a lot of attention, a lot of custom training, to where it's not just throwing programs in and having them do it and never looking at it. I want it to be something where I'm customizing it, giving good feedback. So people are going to get signed up kind of periodically, to where I can manage a couple kids and give them my full attention, and then I'll take on more. So there'll be a certain amount of spots. If you get in, you start, I'll have you apply, and then I'll basically, if I accept you, we'll sit down, talk about what we want to plan it out. I'll plan it out, and then there'll be a wait list for people that are wanting to do it, and then I'll just find a time that works to then give them the full attention they want and they need to make this worth their time. So basically, if you're ready to commit. If not, it might not be the right fit, because this isn't going to be for everybody. If it's a parent who wants their kid to get better and they don't want it, it's going to be tough, because they're not going to get a lot out of it if they have all these boxes to check each day and they don't even go in there and do any of it. It's just going to be a waste of their time, and then also my time as well. But I'm here to offer it to people who want it. And so, yeah, basically, I'll drop my email in the next slide, and then you can email that. You can also DM me on Instagram. But yeah, I'm easy. If you guys want to set up more questions about it, I can hop on a phone, talk to you guys, give you more information, answer any questions. But that's how that'll work. So, are you ready to make the next jump? This 12-week process of the personal training will help with that. It'll give you real feedback from a professional, so you can know and trust that it's good information, and it's actually going to work. It's going to help create discipline, consistency, growth on and off the field. So even if you don't end up making it to the next level, you'll still get some good things out of this program. If you are serious about your development, this program will change you and give you the tools to compete at the next level, to help you get there, but then also succeed there fast. So here's my contact information. Here's email's the best for me. If you found me on Instagram, that works too. If you have any further questions, yeah, hit me up on my email, or you can DM me as well, and we'll hop on a call if you have any more questions. You can also text and answer questions through that way. But like I said, limited spots available. Apply now to be considered. Just DM me, and then we'll talk. We'll go from there. And yeah, we'll see if this program is going to work and be the right fit for you. Anyways, thanks for your time, and hopefully stay in touch and talk soon. Thank you.